Hello friends, I am Professor Shivaji Walke. In previous session of strategic business management, we have seen about what is expansion or growth strategies. Expansion or growth strategies are one kind of grand strategies which are applied by organizations when organizations aiming for high development and high growth, or when organizations aiming for increasing the scope of business by changing business definition in the terms of customer groups, customer needs and alternative technologies, either singly or jointly. Then this expansions or growth strategies further divided into three types, which are concentrations, integration, diversification and internationalization strategies. This concentration strategy means putting all eggs in a one basket. When company or any organization is focusing only one or few business segments, that time we can say the company is following this concentration strategies. Okay, this is also called as focus strategies, organic growth strategies and intensification strategies. Then this concentration strategy is divided into three types, which are market penetrations, that is existing product in a existing markets. Then another market development, existing product in a new markets. Then product development, existing market with an new product. Okay, that is an product development. Then in today's session, we are going to see about what is integration, diversification and internationalization strategies. So we'll begin with integration strategies. Integration strategies pushes the organizations outside their boundaries. This integration strategies pushes the outside border of organization, or it helps to expand the business by combining the businesses or related activities of present businesses or activities of firm with another business or same business. Okay, then this integration can be done in a two way. In first, that is organization can take over or partner with another firm at a same point of productions, that called horizontal integrations. Organization can take at the same point levels, okay, of any organizations. Okay, suppose for examples, if any organization is good in producing herbal products, okay, now this company will take same kind of companies with along with his companies. Okay, means another company, they are also producing herbal products. Now this Patanjali, consider this as Patanjali, he will take over these companies. This is called horizontal integrations, okay, at the same point of levels. Okay, then recently the merging of Vodafone and Idea. Okay, this is an also example of horizontal integrations. Then second one, when organizations can take over or partner with another firms at a different point of productions, is also in a vertical integrations. Okay, this integration can be done in a two ways, that are either horizontally or vertically. Okay, now in this, suppose Patanjali is producing some herbal products. For that purpose, they are taking some inputs or raw materials from farmers, and in plant they are processing the products or making the products and finally selling it the markets to the another parties. Now if the company have maintained its backward linkage as well as forward linkage, that time we can say the vertical integrations. Okay, in horizontal integration at the same level, means at the production point itself or at the resource point itself. So, okay, this is an horizontal integrations. Now we'll see one by one horizontal integrations. When organization take up same or similar type of products at the same levels of productions or marketing process, keeping it at the same stage of value chains. Okay, at the means similar products for at a same level of productions or marketings. Okay, consider the example of this Vodafones and Ideas. Both have providing the both are in a telecommunications. So, okay, they are providing the networks and they have combining to each others. Okay, means they have merged with each others. This is also called as horizontal stack technology or horizontal integrations. Then result is an bigger size and completely with an benefit of stronger competitive positions because of this merging of this Vodafones and Ideas. Okay, it gives is bigger in a size in the terms of investment, in the terms of capital, in the terms of number of customers. Okay, then it is also known as takeovers or acquisitions or mergers. Okay, now between this Vodafone and Idea, this is an mergers. Okay, takeover is an something else when any company completely hold the positions of that companies. Okay, that is all known as takeovers. Then adapted mainly for expand geographically by buying competitors business to increase the market shares, economic of scales. Okay, because of merging of this Vodafones and Ideas, it helps to increase the market shares, means as compared to the Airtels and Jio networks. Okay, so this is about the horizontal integrations. Now what benefits of horizontal integrations? It gives economic of scales because of it, horizontal integration or because of mergings, it gives some economics or some economic of scale to the both of business. Then economic of scope, provide the economic scopes. Then increase the product differentiations, it helps to increase the product differentiation. Then increase market powers or increase market shareholders, or it makes sometimes leading companies or market leader in a particular products. Then replacing a successful business models. So these are the some benefits of horizontal integrations. Then vertical integrations, when an organization start making a new products that serves its own needs and vertical integration can takes place. Okay, this vertical integrations can be done in a backward integrations and forward integration that related to outputs, and this one is that for inputs. Okay, now Maruti Suzuki, okay, they have making the products and selling the product to the Nexa showrooms. So this is one kind of example of this vertical integrations. Or Patanjali, they are producing the products and selling through their own outlets. It is also example of vertical integrations. Okay, means at a different levels and under this horizontals at the same levels. So this is the basic difference between this vertical and horizontal integrations. Now some benefits of this vertical integrations. It gives greater control over the value chains, resulting in a economical scales and improving the supply chain conditions, because companies maintaining the both sides, means either backwards and forward linkage also. Then greater control over markets, or it helps to the market leader for the companies. Then more opportunities for differentiate products, enhancing the learning across the process and cross functional experience, and entry barriers for the potential competitors. So these are the some benefits of this vertical integrations. Then diversifications. Now we have seen about the integrations. Now diversifications. Diversifications involves substantially change in a business definitions, either singly or jointly. Or diversification is simply substantially changing in a customer need, customer groups and alternative technologies. Okay, then when organizations go into new markets with a new products, it is known as diversifications. Try to recollect this ANSOP matrix. Okay, new product with an new market is known as diversifications. There could be many types of diversifications depending on whether organization is related or unrelated technologies. Okay, now this diversification strategy divided into two types, which are related and unrelated. Related also called as concentric or related diversifications. Okay, when organization take up activity to existing business definitions, or some when organization take up activities related to the some existing business activity that called as related business. Okay, suppose for example Patanjali they are already making some FMCG products. Now if they have entered with a new FMCG products or new line of FMCG products, that is called as diversification for same kind of customers. Okay, they have changes something related to their previous business, that is all concentric or related diversifications. Okay, then in a new business is the any way related to the original business. Okay, in the terms of customer groups, means they are serving for the same customer groups, or they are changing the some functions, or they are by changing the some alternative technologies. Okay, related to their original businesses. Then conglomerate or unrelated diversifications, when organizations adopt the strategy with an require taking up those activities which are unrelated to the existing business definitions. Okay, suppose Patanjali they are in FMCG and Ayurveda sectors. Now if they want to enter into the airlines, Patanjali airline, this can be called as a unrelated diversifications, means totally differentiation. Now here their total customer groups, customer functions and alternative technologies, these are the totally different, not related to their previous business. Okay, then strategies act for portfolio managers constantly on the product on the lookout for the unrelated companies that might be acquired by the low price and old higher prices. Okay, now why diversification strategies are adopted by any companies? Because diversification strategies are adopted to minimize the risk by spreading the over several concepts. In concentration strategies, we are investing money in a few or one business segments, but under these diversifications we have too many options to invest our monies or even invest our capitals. If any business goes wrong in concentration strategies, our total business or our total money will waste. In this diversification strategies, if any business goes wrong, another business we have that can be worth goods. Okay, so we have different options, diversify or diversifications. Then make be used to capitalize on the capabilities and business use models. Then maybe only way out of growth and existing businesses. This can be the only way for increasing the business. If in a previous business or in our existing business, if there is no scope for totally market saturation is there, that time company this can be the growth solution for the companies. Okay, then internationalization strategies are type of expansion strategies that require the organizations to market their products or services beyond the domestic or national markets. When any organization or any company think for selling their products or marketing their products out of the any nation's borders, that is the times these international strategies are followed. Okay, then for doing so, an organization would have to access the international environments, evaluate its own capabilities and desire the strategies to enter foreign markets. For doing so, organization would have access to the international environment by evaluating its own capabilities and desired strategies by changing some strategies into foreign markets. Okay, then what are the different modes or what are the different ways for enter into the international markets? Okay, first one, export entry models, by exporting products from your nations to the another nations, that can be also the model for the internationalizations. Then farm produce in the home countries and market in the overseas markets. Okay, production takes place in your countries and market your products in another countries. Then this export can be the either direct export, but do not involve any home country intermediaries through the direct branch and distributors, means through your company only, or either indirect export, that is involved intermediaries in a home countries through a third parties. Okay, for this export we have two way, either direct by your company itself, or second one indirect by third party, or by then second one contractual entry models by providing licensing, by making the arrangement where international companies transfer their knowledge, resources, business model, technology and patent to the another countries. Okay, then by providing franchises, like by providing the right to use business format or right to use business models, like KFC, or we can also consider the that Yevle Amrut Tulya tea. Okay, this is also an example of franchise. Anyway, Yevle is an Indian. Okay, I'm just telling the example. Then investment entry models. It involves the ownership of production units in the overseas or in another countries. Okay, through a joint ventures or strategic alliance. The companies like Maruti Suzuki, then companies like Hero Honda, they have strategic ventures, joint ventures. Okay, with another company. Maruti is an Indian company, Suzuki is an Japanese company. Okay, then through independent ventures, company holds 100% equity shares in another countries, companies like Kia. Okay, so this is about the today's sessions. So today we have learned about integration strategies, diversification strategies and internationalization strategies. Okay, now this integration means simply expanding the business boundaries by combining the business or by combination of enterprises, either related, means at the same levels or at different levels. Okay, then this integration can be have two way, that are verticals at the same production levels or same levels, and verticals, that is different levels. Okay, this vertical can be divided into further two types, which are backwards and forwards. Backward related to the raw materials and forward related to the your selling of your final outputs. Okay, then diversification strategies, when company enter into with a new product in a new market, this diversification strategies can be used. Again, this diversification strategies divided into two types, which are related and unrelated, that is concentric and conglomerate. Okay, related means what? Company is producing something related to their previous business or existing business. Okay, and this unrelated is an company is producing something which is not related to their previous business. Okay, then internationalizations, that is company enter into the international markets or company sell their products out of the nation borders. Okay, through export, that is through direct export or indirect export, then through by entering contractual, by providing licensing or franchises, then through investments. Okay, that is through strategic alliances or joint ventures, then independent ventures. Okay, so this is about the today's session. I hope you understand. If not, please ask. Thank you.